What's going on, fam? Can y'all hear me good? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, okay? Alrighty. Alrighty. What's up, Wesley? Good to see you on here. Punka. Good to see you on here. So I wanted to do a live load board demonstration because that's one of the top things, one of the top questions that a lot of people ask me almost every day. They're always asking me, can you find loads out of this area? Can you find loads out of that area? And so, coming in on Monday, Travis. All right, hey, that's what the deal is, man. And also, man, if y'all need a referral, make sure you put me down on that as a referral. Larry Cothran, LarryCothran. If you need a referral, I'll be glad to be put down on there. You can call me anytime. And any questions I got, any answers that I have, I make sure to give them answers to you guys for your questions. But I appreciate all of you guys being here today. I see you said. I appreciate all you guys being here today. I'm gonna give it just a couple of more minutes before I get started. Anything else? I want to make sure that today I answer a lot of the people's questions, because I know when they do even when they did the Landstar Live Load board training for me, there were so many people on the phone. They were asking questions and stuff like that, and talking about different things, talking about different lanes and stuff. I wasn't able to ask the questions that I wanted to ask because so many people was jumping in before I could jump in. I'm like, man. And so today I just wanted to take a little bit of time. What's up, Show You Right? I just wanted to take a little time to just go over the load board. If you got any questions, I could show you some of the answers, and also I can let you know what's on the load board, what's coming out of your area. If you want to run a triangle, or you want to see if they have loads coming from New York, or if they have flatbed loads, or if they have these type of loads and stuff like that, I'm gonna look that up for you guys, and I'm gonna show you some of the things that I'm doing too. So I appreciate you guys being on here. Like I said before, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tap the bell right next to it so you can get the notifications for when I do go live. I don't go live a lot, but when I do go live, I think it's a treat. It's a treat. So, all right, I'm gonna give it one more minute then for everybody to come on. I told everybody 8:30. I hate being late, so I was here at 8:30 on the dot. So I'm gonna give it one more minute. Let people come on in, and then after that, I'm gonna start. The number one question that people ask me: how is it at Landstar, man? I'm gonna tell you like this: for Landstar, it's good for me. $15 a day, next day drop. Yeah. Landstar is good for me. I don't have a problem with Landstar at all. I don't have one single problem. Ever since I've been here at Landstar, I can't think of one problem that I done had. Ever since I've been here, I only had one person, and that was the first load I took. And he was a Debbie Downer. Man, I got out to Laredo, and when I was out there, man, this guy was talking about, man, it ain't no freight out here, man. The agent's keeping all the money. And I'm like, man, everybody was in there like making money, and he's the only one not making no money. And they're looking at him like, man, like, what are you doing? Like, they wanting to help him out. And they try to figure out like what he's doing, because he can't make any money over here at Landstar. And like, man, I remember one time, man, I took one load, and it wasn't even that far. I think it was like 500 miles. Took one load for that week, And I still bought home $1,500. So that's just with one load. And so you should be able to do pretty good over here at Landstar. So let's go ahead and get into the load board demonstration. I'm going to turn this, let me see, turn this camera around. And as you can see, hold up. Okay. So as you can see, I've already logged in right here. And I'm going to slide these questions to the side for right now. And I'll get to your questions in just a moment, okay? But I'm just going to go over this. My daughter been up here looking for where can she find some Jordans at. But anyway, this is the load board. This is what your load board gonna look like right here. Okay. So going from top to bottom, you got search, you got load count, loads of interest, clear alert history, save as, delete, and list. So over here, this is how many loads that's available on the load board right now. 39,580. And so if you can't find a load out of 39,580, and I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the page right quick. Okay, now it's 39,616. So, oh, you say hard to see? Okay, hold on. Okay, let me go a little bit closer. And I know I'm doing this on my phone or whatever. But, hold on. Okay, so right now you got is that better? So right now you got 39,616 loads right here. Okay. Now, if you can't find a load out of 39,616 loads, something is wrong. Okay. So, you got the loads right here, and then you come down, you put in your tractor number, and once you put in your this right here, it automatically has a tractor number. It has my tractor number on there, and so it'll let me know where it'll already put in there and let me know where I'm at. So right now, my available time that I'm gonna be available is in LaGrange on the 9th. Okay, so but if I didn't want to put that in there, all I have to do is let's take let's do the first person. Let me see. Say it. I want you to tell me where you want to come from and where you're going to and what type of trailer do you have. And I want to put this information in there for you so we can so all of us can look at this. Okay? So say it. Put that information in there for me. And once you put the information in there for me, I'm going to put it in here. If I can remember right, you're from Macon, Georgia. What's going on, the Cadillac Master? You're from Macon, Georgia. So I'm going to put Macon, Georgia in there. Hold on. Spelled that wrong. I'm going to put Macon, van trailer to any area in the South. Okay. So Macon. Okay. So Macon, Georgia. So I put that in there. And what type of well, I'm gonna put a 200-mile radius for your deadhead and everything. Can you include Texas and Oklahoma? Okay, I'll include that. Okay, so right now what we're gonna do is he wants to stay in the Southeast, and so that's 200. I put a 200-mile radius. That's for pickup. Okay, because that could be up in Chattanooga. It could be down to Tifton, all the way around, going up to, I don't think that's all the way up to Chattanooga, but it may be, I don't know. And so you want to restrict all results to just the U.S. He just told us he ain't going to Canada or nothing like that. He's just staying in the Southeast. And so we'll say pickup date is for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, you can negotiate loads. Yes, you can. What's the day? Today is the 10th, 11th. No, today is the 4th. I mean, tomorrow will be the 4th. All right. And so I'm going to put it out for 2 days. Okay. So the 4th through the 6th. Okay. So then we're going to go over here to destination. Okay. So we're going to put multi instead. See, because I could put like Virginia or something like that in there. So we're going to do multi, and you're able to type in like West Coast, all of your information on the West Coast. That's Colorado, California, Idaho, Wyoming, all that stuff right there. We know he's not going there. So he said he want to go to the southeast. So that's Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee. So I'm just gonna type this south. Okay. And then hold up. He's not going there. What did he ask me to show? Let me see. Texas and Oklahoma. Okay. So Midwest. So hold up. Where's bear with me, y'all, while I try to find out with it. Okay, here we are. Texas, Oklahoma. So you could just pick right there exactly what you want. Okay, so you got Texas, you got Oklahoma, and I got the South right here. Okay, so I picked that. And we're not gonna do a radius, and so we're gonna restrict. So we just to the U.S., which you don't have to put that if you don't put just you going to the South and everything. Too. Hey, show you right. Send me your information. I want to hook up with you. Maybe we can go out to lunch or something like that. Email me at something at Cawthorne Logistics. Okay, delivery start date. I'm not going to put that. I'm going to leave that open. I'm going to leave this open right here. And so let's go over here to the next thing. Okay, which would be your minimum rate per mile. So that's going to be up to you what your minimum rate per mile is going to be. So it could be, some people don't run for no less than $3. I'm going to put $2 in here. I know some of y'all running for $10 a mile and going to Japan with your load, but but I'm just putting $2 for right now. So you can put the minimum rate per mile, or you could put the minimum revenue, which would be like, some people don't like to run for no less than $1,000. But I'm not going to put that in there for right now. So maximum stops, minimum miles that you want to run. Like I said, some people want to stretch out. Okay. And maximum miles you want to run. Okay. And then over here it has agent related. And so you could put what agency, like I usually just leave all this alone right here. But you could put an agency in there like GAD, LLA, LBA, whatever your agency code, if you like to run for them, you can put that in there. But for right now, all I'm doing is I'm going to leave that blank just so we can see. Okay, now let's go back over here. And he said he wanted to do dry van. Okay, so you go over here to trailer groups, and you got, we're going to go down expedited, flatbed, lowboy, reefer, specialized, step deck, van. And so that's van right there. And so you can click on van, and they got like 48 foot, 53 foot, dolly, towaway, van, van 3. And so all I'm gonna do is just put van in there. Okay. And then I'm not gonna put the minimum weight. Some people don't like to run they don't like to run over 10,000 pounds, or they don't like to run over something else. So they don't like to run over 40,000 pounds. So load type, I usually just leave that alone too. But what I do, I'm always fixing this right here. I'm gonna say no to team loads because I'm not doing a team. I leave that high risk and JIT, just in time, and hazmat. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Yeah. So you have to have hazmat if you're coming to Landstar. I repeat, you have to have hazmat if you're coming to Landstar. Okay, so let's say like if you can't find no load or whatever, or you want to follow like the plate, like we're picking up around a 200-mile radius in Macon, but we may go out to Oklahoma. And so if you want a load if you want to find a load where the load gonna pick up in Oklahoma, all you gotta do is put that enable and follow me, and it's gonna follow you, and it's gonna let you know where your load is gonna be, where you're gonna be delivering your load. It'll let you know and say, okay, well, you're delivering your load here. It'll say you're delivering your load here, and once you're delivering your load here, within like a 200-mile radius, here are some other loads that you can think about, picking up and taking somewhere else. And so that's my email right there down at Cawthorn Logistics. So I usually do email contact. I got a friend of mine, he does phone contact, but I hate people calling my phone 100 times with loads. So that's why I just opted out of that. I just put none. Okay. So let's go back up here and see what we're working with. So at the current moment, we have 39,616 loads. And so let's do load count. And so right now, for all the information I put in, I'm going to go over here to load count. And once I get over here to load count, let's see how many I have that matches that description that I just put in from all that information. Okay, so we have 1,156 loads that matches the information that I just put in for you guys. Okay, and so 1,156. Okay, so now let's go over here. We're going to go over here to search. We just went to load count, so we're going to search. Okay, sorry about that. My YouTube keeps stopping or something for some reason. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna make this quick because I don't want this thing to keep on stopping. So over here you have different loads. Okay, we're gonna start up here at the top. You got YOS. That's an agency. Remember when I told you can go over to the agency code and put the agency code in there, which will be 3 letters. So right here you have YOS, CAP, CLV, MEX. Okay, you got their phone number down there too. So it says you have a load picking. Here's an option of a load picking up April the 5th at 8:30 a.m. and it has to deliver on the 9th at 8:30 a.m. And let's see how many. Okay, that's going from Columbus to Columbus. I've done this run before. Okay, and I'll give you more information about that run. Okay. And so the distance from Macon is going to be 83 miles deadhead. So from Macon to Columbus is 83 miles deadhead. And the trailer type that you need for this is a 53-foot van trailer. Do this load have stops? And it got a yes right there. It got a Y right there. So yes, the load has stopped. It has 2 stops on it. Okay. And then the revenue is $3,000. The revenue is $3,792.44, and the miles for this load is 1,782 miles, and the rate per mile is $2.13 per mile, and the weight for this is 42,000 pounds, and it's auto parts. Okay, so with this load right here, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a breakdown. Let's go over here to the details first. So you can always tap on the details and it'll let you know. So it's going from Columbus to Columbus. Let's go over here, give you all the information. Okay. So let's go down here to city and state. So city and state. So you're going to pick up in Columbus, Georgia. Then you're picking up in Beaufort, Georgia. And so when you pick that load up in Columbus, they're going to load you halfway. Then you're going to Beaufort. They're going to load you the other half of the way. Okay? And your load is going to be about 35,000 pounds. Okay? Then you take that load right there to Claycomo, Missouri. Okay? Once you take the load to Claycomo, Missouri, you're going to drop that load, and then you're going to pick up empty racks, which would be about 10,000 pounds. And you're going to pick up those racks and take that back to Columbus, Georgia. Okay? And so that's how that runs right there. And you're going up there to the, I forgot the name of the car place. Man, what's that place? Chevy something. I don't know. I don't forget. And so it gives you the times of when you need to do all this. So in the morning at 8:30. You need to be at in Columbus to pick up at 8:30, and then you need to be in Beaufort, Georgia, to pick up at 1300. Then you need to be at and then the next day, you need to be in Claycomo, Missouri, at 8 o'clock at night, and then you need to be back in Columbus by 8:30. That next on the 9th. Okay, so right here it gives you a breakdown of what you'll have. It got your fuel surcharge and your stop offs and your service incentives. Okay, we're gonna go over here. So your fuel surcharge is $547.44, and that changes every week. It changes every week on Tuesday. So on Tuesday it changes. It may be a certain amount today, and then it may change on Tuesday or whatever. But that fuel surcharge, it changes every week. So it may be a little bit more, it may be a little bit less. Okay, and then you got two stop offs. That's the next one, and then you get $50 for those 2 stops. And then service incentives, that's $175 for that. Okay, then let's go over here, and it tells you the total right here. And so altogether, that's $822.44. Give them an example how fuel surcharge. Okay, look, when you get your fuel surcharge over here at Landstar, let's say, okay, let me go ahead and break this down right here too, because I get a lot of questions about this right here. And so let's go up here to the line haul. And so altogether, I told you that this load was $3,792.44. Okay, so Landstar is gonna take their 35%. Okay, so when Landstar takes their 35%, they're taking it from the line haul. They're not taking it from. Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. I don't know why this thing keep cutting off after like 5 minutes every time. But let's go right here. Like I was saying before, revenue is $3,792.44. And you got your line haul, you got your accessorials, and you got your revenue. Okay. Line haul, accessorials. And so your Landstar is not going to touch your fuel surcharge. Okay. They're taking that 35% out of the line haul. Okay. So they're going to take their 35% out of line haul. Okay. So I get a lot of questions about that right there. So I don't have a calculator with me, and I'm using my phone right now. So yeah. That's what you'll get out of that line haul. Plus you'll keep your fuel surcharge. They ain't gonna touch that. Okay. So that right there, that's just for that load. I'm gonna backspace and go back, and I'm gonna look at some more of the loads that they have, and I'm gonna just do a general overview. But I want to give you a breakdown. So let's say like over here, you got the little plus sign right here. If you want to add that and check on it later and add that to a load of interest, that's what you'll do. Look at this dude over here eating cereal. That's my son. All right. Yeah. So you have these different agents right here, and with these different agents. So and then they got your pickup time and your delivery time. So we know that the first load it picks up on the 5th, it delivers on the 9th. Let's go down here to OCH. They got a load pick up on the 4th. And it delivers on the 6th. Let's see how many miles it is. It's in Smyrna, Georgia, going to Odessa, Texas. Okay? And so it got reefer right here, and it got van right here. And so you could, which means that you can either use a reefer trailer or you can use a van trailer. And it's 87 miles deadhead. And it does, I don't think it has a stop on it. But I think it is a direct shipper. So let me tell you something else too. When you get loads from direct shippers, that's money right there. Okay, they ain't got to call and ask nobody, hey, let me see if the load's still ready. They know if the load's still ready because it's their load. Okay, this load is paying $2,800 and it's going 1,100 miles. And so I always tell people, even they told us this in orientation, if you're gonna be like out there doing it for the miles and stuff like that, or doing it for not doing it for the vine, but if you're gonna be out there doing it for the miles and stuff, what you want to do is you want to make about, sorry about that guys, one more time, but you want to be out there, you want to make about $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. That way you can clear $1,000 a day. If you can clear that $1,000 a day, almost $1,000 a day, you'll be looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here to this load board. Okay, and so this is the highest load you have right there, 3,792, and that does have it has 2 stops, and the other loads got 4 stops to it. And these loads down here, it don't have no stop. It lets you know that they're a direct shipper. Okay, but like I was saying before, when you get those direct shippers, what you want to do, you want to say, hey, do you have this load all the time? Because that right there, it can turn into a dedicated load. Because if they have the load, it may not be dedicated to the point. Let me talk to you. Yeah, so the load may not be dedicated to the point to where you're doing it every day, but the load may be dedicated to where it's a every week load. Because yeah, sorry about that again. Yeah, so I've talked to plenty of agents, and they always, not always ask them, hey, look, do you have this load? And they'll let me know if they have the load or not. And if they don't have the load, I mean, if they don't have the load, if they don't have the load, you know, they'll let you know. If they do have the load, it may not be a thing to where they picking it up every day taking it, but it may be a thing to where they pick it up every Monday. They may say, hey, look, I have this load every Monday, or I have this load every Wednesday at the same time. And they may let you know that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, okay, well, put me down for this load right here. And if you can find you a connecting load or connecting route, you can build your own dedicated run. Okay? So that's for free right there. I ain't charging for that. Also, okay, I do forget. Okay, show you right. He says, I do $1,500 a day. I put at least $750 in my pocket. That's what I be preaching. All right, yeah, and I know you can do that. Show you right. I know you can do that. That's real dope right there. I know you can do that. Because I've done that before. Sometimes I'll be running hard. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just be like, you know what? I'm gonna let the money come to me, and that's what happens sometimes, you know. But it's easy to do. Travis, okay, you're coming to Landstar. I'm just looking at some of your comments right now, and I'm gonna talk to you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the info. I'm coming to Landstar in August. Okay, Travis, good deal, man. Everybody that's on here, man. When you come over, hey, make sure you hit me up. We can have lunch or breakfast or dinner or something sometime. You never know, man. I love building relationships. Okay. What are Cadillac Master says this right here? What are usually the good hot spots to make over $3K after Landstar gets their cut? I'm trying to stay southeast. Some of the good hot spots would be Atlanta. That's that Atlanta area, and then also over there around Memphis. Man, I did not know Memphis be popping like that until about a month and a half ago. But Memphis got some good loads going up there. Cause I had a load going to Mississippi, the top of Mississippi, and it's over there around it's within like 150-mile radius of Memphis. I had a load going to Mississippi, and man, hey, I got over there and my phone kept going off because I got my stuff set up to like $3.50 a mile. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes $4 a mile. And man, I was sitting there like, man, the most I ever made over here at Landstar is $3,800 and something in 1 week. So I made that in 1 week. So I would definitely say Atlanta. Find the hubs and everything, or where everything is coming out of. Also, here's another free tip right here. Watch the news. Watch the news. Listen to the news. Because I'm going to tell you what. The news will tell you what's getting ready to go on. For instance, let's say like Now, I'm not advocating Trump building a wall, okay? I'm not advocating that at all. But if he does build a wall, you need to go ahead and start hooking up with people that's in infrastructure. You know, like cement companies or, you know, somebody like that right there. Something that has to do with concrete or cement that's going to help build that wall and figure out where the load's going to, where they coming out of, so that you can go ahead and get an upper hand on that. Okay. What's up, Patrick? I'm about to look up some North Carolina in a minute. Can you sort it by weight? Yes, you can sort it by weight. You can sort it by how much weight you want to take, how much weight you don't want to take. So if you're one of these guys that want to take, if you like your sweet spot to be 15 to 25,000 pounds, you can put that on there. If you're one of these guys that you like, you will take anything. They got stuff all the way up to 45,000. And if you got special license and stuff, you can take them extra heavy loads too. And then they got stuff, if you don't want to take nothing over 40,000, because I know a lot of people don't want to take a lot of stuff over 40,000 or over 35,000 pounds. You can sort your loads to where you can do that, okay? So say it. Yes, you can sort your loads. Thanks for the info coming over in August. Okay, Corey, what's up? Want to go over there, but need to see what kind of money you make. I made 187 last year after expenses and, just hauling fuel. Okay. Last year I worked from just on my I was at where was I at? I started in April. From April to December 31st, I was around 160 or 150 to 160,000. I don't forgot, but I made like 150, 160,000. And so, yeah, and that wasn't even a full year. And so you can just imagine what you can make if you did like a full year. I know I'm stuck. Okay. But I know I'm stuck on fuel surcharge. Okay. Yeah. Show you right. He don't have his own trailer. Yeah, you don't have to have your own trailer over here. I know people that got their own trailer over here and they still don't use their own trailer. I know this one guy, he got his own trailer. He still don't use his own trailer because he do dropping hooks and stuff. And so, show you right said he made 172,000 last year at Landstar. Okay. Exactly, boys and girls. Who say there ain't no money making Landstar? The boys, the girls, one like be dispatched told what to do. Top of the April, I already made 64,000. Okay, can you negotiate loads? Like if they pay at $3K, can you get to 3,500? Negotiation, yes, you can negotiate loads. If you know how to negotiate, negotiate. I'm all for negotiating loads. You want to negotiate some loads because if you don't negotiate loads, you never know what you could be missing out on. Sometimes if a load is paying $1,800, I say, hey, look, man, I can take it for $2,000. Can you do that? Yeah, we can do $2,000. Or sometimes they may try to meet you in the middle. So if the load is paying $1,800, you say, hey, can I get it for $2,000? They said we can do it for $1,900. Well, guess what? If I wouldn't have never said nothing, I would have never got the money. I wouldn't have never got that extra $100. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes if you know it's that close and they're gonna be saying stuff like if you think they're gonna try to negotiate $100 or whatever, say, hey, look, can you throw in $350 more in there? $300 in there. At least you get $150 because you was. The rate is good at what it was, but at least you're getting more. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, work on your negotiation skills and everything like that too. So. Do you guys have to run around a lot chasing empty trailers? No, you don't have to run around a lot chasing empty trailers. But if you do, I'm going to tell you this right. I was on a load 2 weeks in a row where I had to drop my trailer. I'm not going to say the name of the corporation that I did it for because I don't want to put them on Front Street or the company that I did it for. I'm not even going to put the agents on Front Street like that. But I'm sure I'm going to let y'all put it on there if you know who I'm talking about, feel free to put them on there. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna put them on there. But man, they told me I had to drop my trailer. It wasn't on the freight bill on the first one, but on the second, it was on the freight bill on the first one. On the second one, it wasn't on the freight bill, and so the lady told me all I have to do is go down, drop the trailer, and get another trailer, and I can be on my way. Man, I had to go down there. They told me it's gonna be a 24 to 72 hour wait for my trailer. And I went down there and I seen another person that was like 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm looking at another person. No, it's 7 o'clock in the evening. And another guy, he said, man, it's 2 other guys in front of me, and they was waiting since last night. And he had been waiting since early that morning. And so that's one load right there. That's one company right there that I wouldn't suggest pulling for, because everybody I talked to said, don't pull those loads, because if you do, you're going to be stuck without a trailer, or you're just going to be sitting there. So, and that might be what Show You Right TV looking for, talk about. It is some, can you include testing? Okay. Are those 39,000 pound dry load? What's good? I'm coming in under a fleet owner. Any money there? Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know, because I haven't never ran it for a fleet owner. But if you're coming in, but I know, I've heard what they pay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fleet owners, they split it down the middle. Then a lot of them, they pay, by the mile. And then, but you're going to be making, I know you're going to be making more than what you're making at a company job. You know what I'm saying? Another thing with that right there, when you're working for a fleet owner, just make sure you take care of the equipment, because I don't talk to several drivers that's been fleet owners, and they say, man, you can't get the drivers have that company mentality, and so they're used to just running equipment into the ground because the company will take care of it, and so they're not thinking about, hey, this is my income, I got to live by this. So, have y'all checked out Traveloco? No, I haven't checked that out, but I will check it out when I get a chance. Let's go over here. Anybody else got any more? Also, you know what? Somebody asked me this the other day. They asked me, do you have a cash app? Because they wanted to donate some money, or they wanted to give me some money for giving me some information or whatever. And I do have a cash app, and so and I'm about to talk about that. Show You Right. But if you want to give, if you want to give, it don't matter to me. I'm cool. I like helping people anyway. But my phone number is 770-545-9038. And you just look that up on the Cash App number thing, Cash App. And you can just send it however you want to send it, how much ever. I appreciate it if you do. Appreciate it if you don't. 770-545-9038. Okay? So check this out right here. Like he said before, percentage is not everything. Thank you. Show You Right TV. Percentage is not everything. I was talking to a guy that asked me, hey man, he was like, hey man, I'm getting 85% of the load. He said, how y'all getting 15? How you letting all your money go out the window with Landstar, and they taking 35% of your money? But you have to think about, Landstar has a lot of perks, okay, that a lot of smaller companies that's able to give you 85% don't have. And so Landstar, they got an LCAP program. In this LCAP program, that's for one, okay? And then, like, with all your 35%, that's your insurance and stuff. And your insurance is not much as it would be if you was with, a smaller company, okay? So they got a tire program. They got discounts and stuff for your communication devices. They got tire discounts, fuel discounts, computer discounts. Then plus, let's say like, I usually don't like to share this, but let's say like, man, you get in a bind or whatever, and your truck need to get fixed. If you've been here 90 days, Landstar help you. You see what I'm saying? All you got to do, show that you've been running miles, and I think they'll give you, and also I think they'll fix up to, I think like it may be $10,000, that they'll fix your truck up to, and then it's you can get a personal loan for like $2,000. You know what I'm saying? I don't like doing loans and stuff like that, but they give you that stuff. You don't have to pay it back. You pay it back with no interest. They just take it out of your check, depending on how much it is. $300, $400, $500 a week. I think $500 is the max. And they do that right there. Plus, man, Landstar is a good, let's say like somebody may, I know a guy who has his own authority, and I know other guys that work for Landstar. And so it may be a load for like $2,000 over here on the board at Landstar. And then and when you call in, the agent may say, "Are you a Landstar BCO?" Which means a business capacity owner. They just changed their BCO Help Me program. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's a what was I saying? Yeah, so it may be a load that's like for $2,000. So if that load is for $2,000, they're gonna ask you if you're a BCO, which means business capacity owner. Okay, so that means you work for Landstar. I mean, you're pulling for Landstar. So if they ask you, are you a BCO? They say, okay, we got this load for $2,000. Well, if they ask you, are you a outside carrier? They may give the load to you for cheaper. And so the load may be $1,600. It may be $1,500 or $1,700. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it pretty much levels out to the same thing. And and I tell people like that right here, if you're wanting to make so much of a significant amount of money to the point where you're bringing home $6,000 every week, you need to go get you another truck so you can go bring that money in. You know what I'm saying? And so you can, you need to broaden your horizons. Go get you another truck. So it's no hard thing for you to bring in $6,000. If you're trying to do that with one truck and you're trying to net that every week, I'm not gonna say it's hard. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I'm just gonna say I've never done it, and I believe you can do it. But working for a company as big as Landstar, I don't know. And so you just need to. I just ain't never seen it, but I know somebody had asked me before. I need some tips on first load picks. What do you mean by first load picks, Jay Weezy? Give me a little bit more information. But let's go over here. I know somebody had asked me before about some flatbed stuff. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna erase all this stuff. Clear. And so somebody had asked me about some flatbed stuff, so I'm gonna put some flatbed stuff in there. Okay, so right now, as you see, it done changed from what we had before. I think it was 39,616. Now it's 39,524. And a lot of, and I want to let you know this right here. Landstar is a concept company. They don't have a lot of buildings and stuff like that. They don't even own the trailers. They lease the trailers. They don't even. And so when it comes to a lot of stuff, okay, first load. Okay, I get to you. When it comes to Landstar and stuff like that, they don't have a lot of equipment and stuff like that. So you have to, you got to bring your own stuff over here. So let's go right here to, we're going to pick up in Atlanta. How good is the freight in Texas? Hold on. I got to get to how is freight in Boston. I got to do Boston first. Let's do Boston. So Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, MA. Okay. What's your mile radius? I'm going to do 200 mile radius for Boston, Massachusetts. And I'm going to do flatbed, plus I'm going to do van too. Now, once you start getting into some of that specialized freight, like step deck and stuff and that platform stuff, you can make a lot of money because one of the first guys I met after I was on at Landstar, and I seen him down there in Laredo. He was waiting for a load to come out of Laredo, and they was paying him to sit for like $1,000 a day. He had been there 7 days already. And so, Jay Weezy, what's going on, man? Okay, hold on for a minute. I'm gonna get to you. So Boston, Massachusetts, I'm gonna do a 200-mile radius. I put in a flatbed and van, and so let's see what all we got. I'm not gonna put in all that other stuff. I'm gonna just see what we're working with right here. So let's see our load count. So it's not much freight coming out of the Northeast right now. That's 963 loads right there. And let's put our pickup date for what's the day? The 3rd. We're gonna put it for tomorrow. Let's see what's going on the 4th for tomorrow. Load count. Okay, that drops it down significantly. Okay, so 393. So let's search it. See what's going on over here. Okay, so we got our agents over here, BVO, and so got some loads. I don't know where you want to go to, but coming out of Boston, out of the Boston area, you got some stuff going to California. You're gonna have to deadhead a little bit from what I can see. You got 197-mile deadhead, 135-mile deadhead, 95-mile deadhead. So you got some stuff going from Newark, New Jersey to Seattle, Washington. And remember, this is just for tomorrow. You got stuff going to California. Let's see how much these loads paying. So you got stops, yes. So that first load, that's from Newark, New Jersey to Seattle, Washington. That's $7,000 that they paying. And it has to pick up on the 4th, and it delivers on the 9th. Okay? The next load, Brookfield, Connecticut. It's going to Fontana, California. And these loads right here is picking up the 24th. I mean, it's paying $252 a mile, $234 a mile. And the first load is building supplies. The second load is hazmat, building supplies, C-Gap. That's just general stuff right there. But you got loads that's like 7,000, 6,500, 6,500. But these miles on here, 2,700, 83, 2,785. See, I don't do all the miles like that. I just rather not. And so, yeah. Okay, let's see what type of trailers they require. Okay, so that first load is a flatbed load. Okay, 48 foot. So you got to have a 48-foot flatbed at least. And then you got the second load is a van or reefer. And then, go on down. So that's what you got coming out of there. How good is okay. Let me see. I want to make sure I get everybody. The Northeast is horrible. Well, it just depends on where you're going. If the Van, Oklahoma to wherever. Okay, Ponca. Van, Oklahoma to wherever. Let's go back. We finna look up Van, Oklahoma. I want to make sure I get to everybody. And if I don't get to you, make sure you put another comment back up there so I can, because it's a lot of comments coming in. So I want to make sure I get to everybody. So Oklahoma, and you said Van. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna do for the rest of the week. I'm gonna do Wednesday, and I'm gonna put like 2 days. Okay, so the 6th. Okay, so load count. Let's see what. So 279 from today. I mean from Wednesday till Friday. So let's search, see what we're looking like for Oklahoma. Anywhere in Oklahoma. Okay, we got something coming out of Yukon. It picks up on the 5th and it delivers the 9th. Most of this stuff, the first 3 loads, picks up on the 5th and it delivers on the 9th. Okay? And so let me tell you something else too. When you have a load and it says 8 o'clock right here. Let's go right here. Okay. So if you got a load that says 8 o'clock right here, where it says, and then right here in the other section where it says 1500, if it says 8 o'clock right there too, that means it's a firm appointment. That means it's a firm appointment, and it's an 8 o'clock appointment. But if it's open like that and it says 8 o'clock to 1500, that means you have from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock to pick up. Okay. And then this right here, and this evidently must be a drop, because you could drop it from 49:0100 to 4:11:23:59, which is right around like 12 o'clock. So evidently it must be an open drop that you could do. And that's going from Yukon, Oklahoma to Lebanon, Oregon. Okay. And stops, yes, but it don't show me how many stops, so it may be direct shipper. I can go in there and find out. But that load is paying $6,579, and it's 1,800 miles. And it's $3.57. It's $3.57 a mile, which is good. But also, and it's building supplies, and it's 905 pounds. Golly, it's that's a good load right there, man. $3.57 a mile for 900. You basically empty. But the thing is, you got to ask yourself, because you're going to be out there in Oregon, you have to say, okay, do I have a load coming back? Okay. So let me go over here and find some details about this load right here. And so it's up under Landstar Rangers. That's the agent. The agency is HMD. That's who got the load. So you'll contact them at this phone number. And yes, it is a direct shipper. So that means they can negotiate them rates with you. And they may be able to, they may say, okay, I got this load every week. And they may say, hey, look, you take this out there, I got a load coming back. You want to make sure you ask all them questions. Do you got a load coming back? Am I going to have to drop my trailer? Well, if I do drop my trailer, how many days do I have to sit? Do I have to sit before I get another trailer? You know what I'm saying? And so you want to go over here. You want to ask them also, okay, what, the line haul is $6,579 rate per mile. You got your miles, you got your revenue. Okay, so you want to ask them for a breakdown. You want to ask them, okay, how much is fuel surcharge? You want to ask all these questions. Okay, how much is fuel surcharge? Is it going to be any loading or unloading? Am I going to have to wait? Am I, and then, ask them all them questions. If I was you, I would Google the questions to ask agents when picking up a load or something like that. The questions to ask agents when picking up a load. I would do that if I was you. And so it's a preloaded trailer. Okay, so that's easy. And it's 905 pounds, which, that's easy. But going over there, going across that wind and everything like that, you have to watch out. If I'm going across the mountains like that, I like to be loaded with something. I don't like to be empty, like 900 something pounds going across there. So that wouldn't be a load I would take. But hey, somebody may take it. Okay, so let's go over here. Up under this information right here, it says available at destination, and so it's 11 loads available at that destination. And so you'll press that search for loads at destination. Okay. So AUN, that's who got the VAM. They got a load. So they got a load picking up between the 4th and the 11th. Okay. So you can pick that up between the 4th and the 11th. And remember, you can drop your other load from the 9th to the 11th. So you can pick your load up, but then you have to deliver this by the 12th at 4 o'clock. So let's go over here and see how many miles it is. Is that going to be possible? Nope, you can't do it. That's 2,896 miles. You can't drive that in 2 days. Okay? And if you do, you need to quit drinking them energy drinks and get legal. But this load right here is paying $6,200. And let's go down to something more reasonable. We got some loads. Okay. Loads going from Salem, Oregon to Laredo, Texas. Portland, Oregon to California. And so, yeah, okay. You got one going from Vancouver, Washington. That's and it's 75 miles deadhead. So Vancouver, Washington, 75 miles deadhead, and it's going to Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, and let's see how much it is. It's $5,000. It's 2,736 miles, and it's $1.83 a mile. And you know what? Sometimes you may have to take some cheap freight just to get back home. You know, and sometimes you got to take that L and just say, you know what, I never do that again or something like that. Or, you know, that could be fuel money. So you got to take the good with the bad, the wins with the losses. Got to do all that. You know, it's business. So you got to set yourself up the right way so you can succeed. So I'm about to go over here and look up some more stuff. We got a little bit more time. So I got to go, bro. My number. Okay. All right. Show you right. Can you actually stay with a certain area or triangle? Yes, you can stay with a certain area or triangle if you want to. That's if you want to. You can stay with a certain area or triangle. Okay. So let me clear this out. So what's the next one down? I think I got that one. Can you search container loads coming out of Norfolk, Virginia? Yeah, let me see. Norfolk. Sorry about that. This thing cut off again. Norfolk, Virginia. I'm gonna do like a 50-mile radius. And hold on. I'm gonna just put in van loads. Yeah, put in 3. What's the no, the 4th. Okay. So it's only 64 loads. So let's see if we see any van loads over there. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll up. Reefer van. I don't see any van loads. I mean, any right now for tomorrow, I don't see any van loads. I mean, any container loads coming out of Norfolk, Virginia. I don't see any container loads coming out of Norfolk, Virginia. And yes, you can stay within a certain area or triangle. I'll be out of orientation tomorrow. Been burning this load board up, looking for load. Just wanted to know tips on a good starting load. Okay, if you're looking for a good starting load, what you want to do is you want to call some of the agents. Okay, find out who the biggest agents are. Okay, like GAD. Where are you coming out of orientation from? Yeah, Landstar does port work. Yeah, they got certain people that pull stuff from the port. I know a guy. His name is Landstar Agent on Instagram, and he pulls stuff from the port, and they just exchange. You just exchange your trailer, your dry van for one of them chassis. Yeah, but they do it, and then plus it was one guy that he pulled stuff from Jacksonville, out of the Jacksonville port. Yeah. Oh, so you in Jefferson? So what you need to do, Jay Weezy, is you need to call GAD and ask them, do they have any people that done broke down, any SOS loads? And that'll be the easiest way you can find something and get you a trailer too. So ask for a SOS load, or you want to contact CAP. Look on the load board, type in the agency, and contact CAP. They have loads and stuff like that you could take, like PetSmart, Toys R Us. You may have some running around stuff to do with Toys R Us or something, but at least you'll have your trailer. At least you can get started working. Okay. Chicago, Illinois, anyway. Okay, let me go back up and read some more stuff. I'm about to transfer from Snyder to Landstar. I only run Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma, Monday through Friday, sometimes through Saturday. I live in between. I live in Houston, by the way. Okay, so let me do in the Northeast. Yeah, I looked up the Northeast. How good is the freight in Texas? Okay, do they cover plates at Landstar? Yes. You can pay for your plate. They take it out of your check. Every week, I think for like the first 3 months or something like that, how much ever it is. I don't forgot the prices of how much ever it is. Okay, but I'm about to do these 3 and then I'm gonna get off because I've been on here an hour already. So I don't want to take up all your time. I'm on my home time too, so just wanted to give you guys some info. But load info. Let's see, who's I gonna look up? Houston, yeah, Houston, Texas. Let me clear that out. Yes, Houston, Texas. Matter of fact, I took some supplies out to Houston when the hurricane came through. Yeah, with my truck. So I'm gonna do a 100-mile radius out of Houston. And then I'm gonna do it. Hope it's a van because that's what I'm about to put in here. And then, but instead of putting in just anything, I'm putting in $2.50 a mile. Well, you know, I don't know how the rates are in Houston, so I'm gonna just put in $2 a mile. Well, you know what? I don't know. Let me do $1.50 a mile. You never know how people run, man. You never know how people run. So load count. So it's 915 loads available. Let's put in a date for tomorrow, which would be the 4th. All right, God bless you too, Jacob. Appreciate you, man. So it's 454 loads for tomorrow. Let's search. I got you, Renaissance. Drive in for Chicago. Okay. Right after this right here. So out of Houston, you got Freeport, Texas. Come by chance. Man, where's that at? That must be in Canada somewhere. But Houston, Texas to Portland, Oregon. Houston, Texas to Blaine, Washington. British Columbia. If you want to go to Canada, they got plenty of loads. But you can see over here that some of them got stops on them, but the load started $10,000. And right now at the bottom of the screen, it's still at $6,400. And the miles are $3,215 miles all the way up to, and that's $3.12 a mile. And you can go over there, you just look at that. And then you can come over here and you can see where the load is coming from, where it's going to. And that's Houston, Texas. Let me go down a little bit more to get you some more results. I'm going to come around the $2,000 range. Okay, well, it ran out of results. But you got loads going to New Jersey, Carson, California. Evidently, Houston is a good town to run from, especially if you want to stretch out, because they got a lot of loads where you can stretch out. Okay? And so these loads over here is like $3,600, $3,500. Some of them are going 1,000 miles. Some of them all the way up to 1,500 from right here. Okay, so, and a lot of hazmat loads too. You know, a lot of people think hazmat loads are just horrible loads, but it's not. A lot of hazmat loads are not even horrible loads. A lot of people just they think they are, but they really don't know. Okay, so that's Houston. And Chicago, Illinois. Chi-Town. And somebody said Memphis, too. So, yeah, that's it. Chicago, Illinois. Okay. I did $1.50 a mile. And over here, you could put your maximum results that you want. I'm putting in 500. And I'm going to do for tomorrow. Load count for tomorrow. It's 513 loads that's above $1.50 for tomorrow. So let's see. Load count. That's 513. Okay, let's search. Chicago, Illinois, within a 100-mile radius. We have Starting out, Joliet, Illinois to California. You got Rolling Meadows to New Mexico. You know, you can just look at that right there. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Chicago, Illinois to Boise. And so go over and you can see some of your rates and revenues. And so there's some of your rates and your revenues right there. But that's if you want to stretch out. Now let me go down a little bit more to like what most people are used to seeing, which would be right around $2,000 to $3,000 for a load. And so I'm gonna do 3,000 because I done pulled some good loads out of that area for like 3,200 before. So let's see what we got coming out of Chicago. You got Chicago, Illinois to Gillette, Wyoming, and that's 1,021 miles. That's $3.13 a mile for $3,200. And okay, you got a load right here. That's Ottawa, Illinois to Port Royal, Pennsylvania. And that's 71 miles deadhead. And it's going 664 miles. It's $5.12 a mile. But guess what? It's 44,000 pounds and it's hazmat. And so you have to take into consideration you're going to Pennsylvania. So if you're going to Pennsylvania, you got to pay them tolls. And but it's paying 3,393 miles. I mean, $3,393. So, let me go down just a little bit more just to show you something else. And so, Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Atlanta, Georgia. You can see right here. It picks up on the 4th, delivers on the 6th. It's an 81-mile deadhead, $2,400. 768 miles, $3.12 a mile. That'll be a good, and it's 15,000 pounds. Okay. So, yeah, that is a good load. So, that's $2,400. And the good thing about this load right here is because it's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hold on. It's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's going to Atlanta, Georgia. And let me show you how this will work. So, let's say like you live up in that area. You said Chicago. So, that's an 81-mile deadhead. So, it'll take you like an hour and a half to get there. Just depends on where you're going to and everything. So I'm right here. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay. And so you're going to come over here. You got to pick that up on the 4th. You got to deliver it on the 6th. So let's go over here to details. Okay. So you see the breakdown and everything. I'm not going to go through that. Went through that before. So you see over here, like we had before, it was only a hand. I think it was like 11 loads. But you're coming to Atlanta, baby. ATL. Welcome to Atlanta. Okay. So search loads at destination. So you'll search loads to see what's all over here. And so within like 100-mile radius, you have some loads going to California if you want to go there. Ashland, Alabama to Redding, California. That's 90 miles deadhead. You got 11 stops on that booger. And you got $8,189 for the whole load. And it's paying $2.32. But that ain't no good one for me. But you got Rome, Georgia down there, which is the third one. To Beldoon. No, I think that's Canada. ENB. You got Millettsville, Kent, Washington. Let's go down. Gaston, Alabama to California. Dalton to Seattle, Washington. And then you still over here at $4,000. But you can come down here and make a good run for a little bit of nothing. Let me see. You do Lithia Springs to St. Paul, Minnesota. Go back up that way for $2,400, $2.26 a mile. That ain't really good either. Cause see, man, I'm used to doing like $3 and something a mile. So that's why I said that. But you kind of get the drift of where I'm coming from. Okay. And then what's my last one? What was my last one I said I was gonna do? Memphis, Tennessee. Alrighty. Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. We talking about tomorrow. We got 482 for tomorrow coming out of Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, you get pre-pass. You get pre-pass in your truck. And we pretty much pass all the trucks and stuff like that. Now, they got this thing called Best Pass for tolls and stuff like that. Me, I ain't got that right there. I think it costs like $4 something. I don't know how much it costs to get started. But I just usually pay tolls out of my pocket. So let's search that right there. And let's see what they got over here. Out of Memphis, Tennessee, we ain't gonna worry about what we're not worried about, you know, when we gotta pick it up. We're just looking at the loads right now. So you got a load paying $8,800, but that's $1.98 a mile. Let's go over here to Memphis, Tennessee to Lewiston, Idaho. You got these 3 loads right here. That's paying $7,000, $6,500. That's for 2,000 miles. And they paying $3.48 a mile. Let's go down to some more reasonable numbers, like I said before. $2,000 and $3,000. You'll see. And so Memphis, Tennessee to Seminole, Texas. Seminole, Texas. That's paying $2,600 for 807 miles. And it's paying $3.22 a mile. And all those are pretty much good weights. 30,000, 29,000, 29,000. So all those are pretty much good weights right there. Let's go down a little bit more. Galloway, Tennessee to Denver, PA. You know, you can see all that right there. And then let's go over a little bit. And let's see them rates. So you're right around $2,300 to $2,200. Man, I've been talking on this thing a long time. An hour and 13 minutes. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming into the classroom with me tonight and checking out my video. I really do appreciate every one of you guys, man. And make sure that if you want to use me for a reference on your Landstar app, I would greatly appreciate it. Larry Cothran is the name. You can also email me for any questions that you have, anything like that, at cothranlogistics@gmail.com, or you can just hit me up, send me a text, and I'll get back with you at my earliest convenience. Phone number is 770-545-9038. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get a pen so you can write that down again. So you can write it down if you don't have that information. So that's 770-545-9038. So, yeah, y'all hit me up. And remember, man, I'm blessed in the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. This is your boy, L Boogie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on the channel, baby. Until next time, may his peace be with you until we meet again. This your boy, L Boogie, signing out on the 1s and 2s. And sometimes, if I'm DJing, I may call myself DJ Scratch and Sniff. All right, y'all have a good night.